YouTube, how the ducky doing? Duck Films here. What I got for you today is a updated guide to the best loot spots on farm for the normal game mode. And like always, if you learned something new or you just like my content in general, then why not hit that like and subscribe button, as it greatly helps me out. But anyways, let's dive straight in. So spawning on farm near the villa, we're gonna make our way to this first house. In this house, you'll have a suitcase. Make your way upstairs. You have a gym bag. Come in here. Stuff on the desk. Into this next room. Filing cabinets to look through that can sometimes spawn a key. Then this room, another gym bag. And sometimes some stuff standing around. Now, something about this house specifically, come up here, go here, and if you have a scoped weapon, you can easily aim at that spawn, but it seems like they changed the spawn. We can still use this to your advantage. Now, not only has some of the loot spawns changed, but generally the map just feels a lot better. There's a lot more cover and a lot more places to check out. We find ourselves at the villa with a lot of gunfire. Hopefully they don't shoot the cameraman. But as you can see, we have a weapon crate. Come through here. We have a bedroom with a jacket you can search and a gym bag. Then making our way upstairs. It's going to be sometimes loot spawns on top of this washer or dryer, not sure what it is, and the sink. This is the master bedroom key. Come in here. There's a filing cabinets to loot. And a jacket to loot as well. Sometimes there's stuff on the desk, but not always. Then heading to the north side of the house, we have stuff on the counters that you can loot. Sometimes again, loot spawns on top of the kitchen, whatever, table. And some more loot spawns, and then a way out. Then you have loot that can spawn here, and here. Now there's someone shooting at the cameraman. After being so rudely interrupted by a local, we're gonna make our way to the loading area. For the loading area, most of the stuff remains the same. And what I mean by remain the same, I'm talking about my older video about the best loot spots on farm. So making our way, you'll get sometimes spawning stuff on the ground. Jacket here, jacket there. Come to the main building, where you have stuff that spawns on these shelves. A box of nades. And then you have a locked room on the opposite side. So on this side there's a locked room that you need a key for. Then you come out here, go to the helicopter. Helicopter crate usually has some high tier gear, and there's usually stuff inside of the helicopter. Then running up from the helicopter directly to this scav sniper tower, wherever you want to call it, you'll either get a gym bag or a weapon crate, and there's going to be sometimes food below. You can loot the crate from outside. It's up to your choice if you want to loot it from the outside or the inside, whatever you feel is safest. Then you come to the top roof. Sometimes you get some stuff spawning around this. It just all depends. Now from the helicopter and the tower, we're going to move to the north wheat field to this compound. Now this little compound is quite relatively the same. However, one thing I have seen that was changed, which is a little sad, is there used to be a weapon that would usually spawn back here. Out of all the raids I've done so far for early access, there hasn't been a single weapon that has spawned. So it seems like they moved that or just got rid of it completely. Sometimes you would get a kitted out UMP, AK, or perhaps even sometimes an M4. It was totally random, but it's really nice to have. Now moving along the north fence line, come to this jeep. There's an ammo crate you can loot. Then from that jeep, head directly to here, 265 in that direction, to this crate. Usually there's armor that spawns with this crate, or even a helmet. But open it up in this abandoned crate, you can get some actually pretty good gear from it. Usually a helmet, armor, weapons, things like that. Then moving from this abandoned crate, we're gonna come to here, this van. There's gonna be a weapon crate and a little military crate that you can grab, which is always nice. But do keep in mind that you are in vision of the sniper scav tower. So after looting this, come around, loot the weapon case. Sometimes there's something that spawns on the seat. Again, totally random, it depends. We're still hugging this fence line. Then we make our way to the sniper tower. Usually a Mosin or a SKS scav is here. That's what I call it. We a gym bag. Then again, stuff spawns up here, as you can see, the SKS. Next we're moving to the medic house. I call it the medic house because there used to be a quest that the medic needed to be complete in that house. Now, besides a couple locals that you have to take care of, there's one medical little crate there for state thing. There's a crate here, and another medic bag. You can open the door. You need the recycling office key to actually get in, but you can search some drawers here. There's a crate there and a bag there. Going on, we are under the bridge. Well, the bridge fractured. Some stuff spawns here, and as you can see, some local populace here. That guy is AFK. Thank you for being a paid actor. Again, we're gonna keep on going. Hopefully we don't get taken out while giving a tour. Then as per usual, we have to turn over a van that has the safe. Now this safe can have a variety of items, and I genuinely encourage you, if it's not looted, loot it. You're gonna get money, and when you receive this money, all you have to do, turn around and use the payable extract. Now when it comes to motel and the outside area of motel, so here, there's some things that have changed and some things that haven't. Besides having to take out more local populace, like I said, besides having to take out more local populace, local populace, yeah, thank you, sir. They added another little loot area, so you can loot from here. You have this weapon crate that was already in the game before, but they added this little thing that you can also loot. There's some lootables now on here, and sometimes on this box. Then you can sometimes get loot from there. Sometimes loot is there. There's an orange crate there, an elite crate. Sometimes stuff spawns on the Humvee. Then we're gonna keep continuing our way to motel. A lot of you should already know. Weapon crate. Advanced crate. Cash register. Collectibles that you can drink. Nothing. And a man. That's not part of the loot experience, sir. I'm really bad. Okay, then we have another lootable box. Money. Baggage. Another cash register. Lootable room over here. A dead man. Come in here. Lootable filing cabinets, jacket, and a computer. Always very nice. Then here, bathroom. Sometimes there's lootables. I recommend just skipping that section. Oh my god! Please, sirs. No autographs, please. No autographs, no autographs. Here we go. I said no autographs. But anyways, continuing on to the upstairs. We have this room. Jacket, stuff in here. S badge, that's always wonderful. Come in here. With DVD, stuff spawns on that table. Then a suitcase. Coming along, this is going to be your locked Master Motel 201 key. That has really good loot. Save that key, do not use it on normals, whatever you do. You have a weapon crate in this room. Come in here. You have a jacket, suitcase that can spawn decent loot. Then you have a health station. Health there. Come in here. Weapon crate. Things can spawn here. That's the VIP room, or the main guest room, whatever you want to call it. Then you have an advanced crate right there. And then here you just have jacket and a bag. But anyways, quickly going to the downstairs of motel. Sometimes there's some high tier loot that spawns on this tarp. Not always. Nothing really in there. You have a jacket there, ammo crate there. Weapon case there. Continuing along. Stuff will spawn on top of these empty transport weapon cases, whatever you want to call it. I'm not sure of the exact name. Sometimes stuff spawns on the counters. Or the shelves, whatever you want to call them. Come up here. We have an advanced crate there. Stuff spawns in the bathroom, per usual. Come around. Open this. You can see things spawn on the beds. And there's a suitcase here. Open this door, you're back outside to the back of the hotel. Hotel, motel. Then make your way in here. You have stuff on the chair. And sometimes stuff spawns on this, whatever, bookshelf. Advanced crate there. Come through this door. Stuff spawns on this toolbox. Then another advanced crate there. It's a lot of information to take in so far, but go ahead and stop the video periodically if you're trying to find yourself some better loot. One thing I forgot to mention is at the South Wheatfield, I call it the Mosin House. There's usually a Mosin scav on the roof, but there's a couple lootables you can get. On the second floor, there's a lootable on the table, a thing in the counter, then a suitcase. On the bottom, it's going to have a couple med boxes. But anyways, continuing on to this compound. Some things to note is you have a weapon crate, you have a gym bag. Sometimes some stuff spawns on top of that truck on the 2x4. Sometimes you have to take care of some of the local populace. But anyways, moving on, we have these houses. Now these houses, they don't offer a ton of loot, but sometimes you get some good loot. So this shelf, this gym bag. This gym bag. Come in here. Sometimes there's loot on the table. Come through here, this is an exit. And that's an exit as well. And it's also a really good spot to hold if people spawn graveyard and you spawn here. Then coming in here, you have a magnet and a jacket, so stuff spawns on there. And this is where you need the graveyard key. Now there's going to be a jacket, and if I recall, there's another... There should be like another crate in here. Should be a crate over here, but I could be wrong. Then there's some more loot in this little house. A weapon crate to be exact. Now we're gonna head over to stables and continue looting. But I do want to ask, before we continue looting, to do me a solid and hit that like and subscribe button. Again, it greatly helps me out. Now one thing I forgot to mention is that in between motel and stables here at this little convoy, you can sometimes get loot spawning right here. There you go. A hunting jacket. Or sometimes you get some pretty high tier armor, and it's actually very nice. So make sure you write this one down, as it's typically pretty good. But anyways, heading over to stables, you have this small house. Come in here, advanced crate. Sometimes you get stuff that spawns right here, exactly on the desk. Come to stables. Stuff spawning on the hay. You have a TT or M19. MT. And sometimes loot can spawn in all of these little horse stables, but it just varies. Come upstairs. Per usual, you should know there's a vault. And stuff spawning in the opened crates. That house requires a key. And I guess mortician. Then per usual, come here out to this little hay, whatever, baler. You have a couple things that can spawn in here, just little things you can use for barter. Coming along to this small house, you have some more things you can loot. Nothing really good spawns in here, but it's definitely something to check out. And again, it's a great holding spot if you're trying to hold a push. As you can see, there's a rebar cutter and a jacket. Grain Trade Center. There's two areas, the trade center and then the grain. So at grain, just a little room with this a toolbox. Nothing really too spectacular. Then coming to the trade center, you have a cash register at the store that you can loot. In here you have one PC. Then we're going to continue making our way up. You have another PC, stuff around that you can loot all around. A box to get documents, some more lootables. A filing cabinet to search. Usually something spawns right here on this desk, and something spawns on this coffee table. Now, sometimes there's odd chance for high tier loot to spawn right here on this tarp. You have two ammo boxes and a sniper scav that spawns on the... Now really all there's left is the southwest farmhouse and this house right here. There's not a ton of lootables, but it's still a good idea to check it at the odd chance you find something incredible. To summarize, most of the loot spots remain the same, with the addition of a couple areas to keep in mind. Now if you don't know what loot spots I'm talking about, I'll have the first farm video linked down below in the description. And again, do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button. I'll catch you all later.